Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Straight Talk with Abby. Today, I'm diving deep into something that every person trying to lose weight needs to understand: metabolic adaptation. Now, before you think this is going to be some boring science lecture, stick with me because I'm about to blow your mind with why your body seems to be working against you when you're trying to drop those pounds. Have you ever wondered why the first 10 pounds come off easy, but then suddenly you're eating like a bird and the scale won't budge? Or why your friend can eat pizza while you're surviving on salads and they're the ones losing weight? Today, we're getting real about what actually is happening inside your body and, more importantly, what you can do about it. All right, so let's start with the basics. Metabolic adaptation, also called adaptive thermogenesis, is your body's survival mechanism. Think of it as your body's internal thermostat that adjusts based on what's happening. When you start eating less food, your body doesn't just sit there and say, "Oh, cool, let's burn through all this stored fat." Nope. Your smart body says, "Hold up. We're in a famine situation here. Time to conserve energy." So what does it do? It slows down your metabolic rate. We're talking about a decrease of anywhere from 15 to 40% below what would be predicted for your new body weight. That's huge, people. But here's where it gets really interesting and frustrating. This isn't just about burning fewer calories. Your body gets super sneaky. First, it reduces your NEAT. That's non-exercise activity thermogenesis. I know that's a mouthful, but what it means is you start fidgeting less. You take the elevator instead of the stairs without even thinking about it. You sit down more often. Your body is literally making you move less. Second, your hormones go haywire. Leptin, your satiety hormone, drops like a rock. So you're hungrier. Ghrelin, your hunger hormone, shoots up. Thyroid hormones decrease, slowing your metabolism even more. Third, your body becomes more efficient. That workout that used to burn 400 calories, now it's burning 300. Your body literally learns to do more with less. Now, I know what you're thinking. Abby, this sounds hopeless. But hold on, because understanding this is actually your superpower. Let's take a step back and understand why your body does this. Because when you understand the why, you stop fighting your body and start working with it. For thousands of years, humans faced real famines. The people who survived were the ones whose bodies could adapt and conserve energy when food was scarce. So guess what? You inherited those survivor genes. Your body doesn't know the difference between you choosing to eat 1,200 calories for your beach vacation prep or you being stuck in a genuine survival situation. To your ancient brain, fewer calories equals danger. This is why crash diets are such a disaster. The more extreme your calorie restriction, the more dramatic your metabolic adaptation. I've seen women eating 800 calories a day and wondering why they're not losing weight. Meanwhile, their metabolism has crashed through the floor. But here's the thing that the diet industry doesn't want you to know. This adaptation is reversible. Your metabolism is not broken. It's just adapted. And just like it can adapt down, it can adapt back up. Okay, so some time for some real talk. Social media is absolutely destroying people's understanding of this concept. You see these influencers posting their what I eat in a day, showing 1,000 calories of rabbit food, and everyone thinks that's normal or sustainable. Meanwhile, they're either lying about what they actually eat, or they're in the middle of metabolic adaptation hell and just not telling you about it. I've been there. I've been the person eating 1,100 calories or less, doing 2-a-day workouts, and my weight wouldn't budge. I was probably gaining weight. I was exhausted, cranky, my hair was falling out, and I thought I was broken. But I wasn't broken. I was adapted. And here's the psychological trap we also fall into. When the scale stops moving, we think the solution is to eat even less and exercise even more. But that's like trying to fix a campfire by removing more wood. You're just making the problem worse. The fitness industry has convinced us that weight loss should be linear. Eat less, move more, lose weight. But metabolic adaptation means weight loss looks more like a staircase than a straight line down. You lose, you plateau, you lose, you plateau. That's normal. Stop comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. That person posting about their effortless maintenance, they probably went through their own metabolic adaptation journey to get there. All right, so enough doom and gloom. Let's talk solutions because there are ways to work with your metabolism instead of against it. Strategy number 1, reverse diet. This is my favorite tool. Instead of staying in a deficit forever, you gradually increase your calories over time to restore your metabolic rate. Yes, you might gain a little weight initially, but you're investing in your long-term metabolic health. I usually recommend adding 50 to maybe up to 100 calories per week, focusing on carbs and fats. Your body will start to trust that food is available again. Hormones will begin to normalize and your metabolic rate starts to rev back up. Strategy number 2, diet breaks. Take planned breaks from your calorie deficit. Every 8 to 12 weeks, spend 1 to 2 weeks eating at maintenance calories. This gives your body a chance to reset those hunger hormones and restore some metabolic function. Strategy number 3, prioritize protein and strength training. Protein has the highest thermic effect of all macronutrients, and muscle tissue is metabolically active. The more muscle you have, the higher your resting metabolic rate. Plus, strength training sends signals to your body that muscle is important to keep. Strategy number 4, don't go too low too fast. Aim for a moderate calorie deficit, about 20 to 25% below maintenance. Yes, weight loss will be slower, but you'll preserve more muscle and experience less metabolic adaptation. And strategy number 5, focus on sleep and stress. Poor sleep and chronic stress absolutely wreck your metabolic hormones. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep isn't negotiable if you want a healthy metabolism. Let me share a story about one of my clients. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah came to me eating 1,200 calories, doing cardio like a cardio queen every day, and hadn't lost any weight in 6 months. She was convinced she needed to eat less. Instead, we slowly increased her calories over 4 months until she was eating 1,800 calories and had added strength training. Yes, she gained 3 pounds initially, but then something amazing happened. She started losing again, and this time it was sustainable. Now, Sarah maintains her weight on 2,000 calories and feels amazing. That's the power of metabolic restoration. But I want to set realistic expectations. Reversing metabolic adaptation takes time. We're talking months, not weeks. Your metabolism didn't slow down overnight, and it won't speed up overnight either. The timeline usually looks something like this. Weeks 1 to 4, you might gain some weight as your body adjusts. Weeks 4 to 8, your weight will stabilize and your energy start improving. Weeks 8 to 16, metabolism begins increasing. You can eat more without gaining. Who doesn't want to do that? Month number 4, full metabolic restoration, sustainable weight management. Okay, so what do you do with all this information? Here are your action steps. First, assess where you are. If you've been in a calorie deficit for months, eating very low calories and not seeing results, you might be dealing with metabolic adaptation. Second, consider working with a qualified professional like me. This stuff can be complex, and having guidance makes a huge difference. Third, shift your mindset from quick fix to long-term health. Stop chasing rapid weight loss and start building a sustainable relationship with food and exercise. Fourth, track your energy, mood, and performance, not just the scale. These are often better indicators of metabolic health than weight alone. And finally, be patient with yourself. Your body is incredibly smart and adaptive. Trust the process. I hope this episode opened your eyes to what's really happening in your body. Metabolic adaptation isn't your enemy. It's your body trying to protect you. When you understand it and work with it, that's when real, lasting change happens. If this resonated with you, please share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, your worth isn't determined by a number on a scale. You are so much more than that. I'll be back next week with another episode of Straight Talk. Until then, be kind to yourself and trust your body. Thanks for listening to Straight Talk with Abby. If this episode hit you where you needed it, here's what I want you to do. First, share this with someone who needs to hear it. Transformation is contagious, and you never know who's waiting for exactly this message. Second, if you're ready to stop starting over and start becoming the unstoppable version of yourself, I've got something for you. My audiobook, Your Breakthrough Era, Unstoppable Starts Here, is now available on Audible, iTunes, and Amazon. It's the deeper dive into everything we talk about here. And if you're ready to go all in on your fitness transformation, check out my program, Unstoppable 2.0, my 12-week program that combines fitness, mindset, and identity work to help you become who you're meant to be. You can find all the details at yourfitnesscheck.com. Remember, your breakthrough era doesn't start when you feel ready. It starts when you decide you're ready. I'll see you next time for more Straight Talk. Until then, keep breaking through.